Yo, it's your boy MGM, man, with another crazy reaction video. We got daughter murders mom to keep a dirty secret, man. Sound crazy. Let's get into it.
911, what is your emergency? What is going on? Hello? My mom was a knife. Who has a knife? My sister. Quick!
On November 16th, 2012, at approximately 1:15 a.m., 13-year-old Megan Zanella called 911 in a state of shock. She witnessed the horrifying scene of her foster sister, Sabrina Zunick, fatally stabbing her mother, Lisa Nofel. However, the story takes a shocking turn when Sabrina claims to have no memory of her actions.
Recall coming out of the bedroom with a knife in your hand?
No.
No, you had a knife. And you stabbed Lisa.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Sabrina masks her guilt with a facade of innocence, but the detectives are on the brink of unraveling the family's dirtiest secret. As damning evidence surfaces, it leads them to the sinister mastermind behind the crime and reveals a motive more shocking than they could have imagined.
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
What?
All the time.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that. Tell on him.
Oh,
Lisa put up just a miraculous fight for her life, a literal fight for her life. But there was just no stopping Sabrina. She was determined to kill Lisa, and she did.
Sabrina, rather than fleeing the scene, remained there, having sustained several stab wounds herself during the attack. In a state of shock, she was taken to the hospital for treatment. Just 10 hours after the murder, she was brought into the interrogation room where she claimed to have no recollection of the horrific act she had committed.
What do you recall?
Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Getting done with my homework? Getting, I don't know. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And going to bed.
And we're at home?
Mm-hmm.
What, anything unusual happen?
I don't know. Everything went fine according to what I knew of.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Starting from?
Starting from when you got home from school yesterday.
Sabrina's attempt to recollect the recent events and claiming of having a normal day leave the detectives rather unimpressed.
Right, 'cause she
They
lied.
were well aware of the narrative she was trying to form. The unoriginal tactic of suspects to feign amnesia after a traumatic event was something the seasoned detectives had experienced countless times. However, it was too early for them to call her out on her facade. So, they resorted to a slower but more effective way to communicate with her in the hopes of a confession.
No. I got home. I went to my home. Then we had hamburger helper. And then I went back to doing my homework. Stayed doing our homework. For like...
She lied the whole time.
I went upstairs. No, it was like 12. Went upstairs. Tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. So I went to go get some Advil.
Mm-hmm.
Ibuprofen. Because my head hurts. I have really bad headaches. I don't really feel like it. And after that...
Where did you take ibuprofen from?
In they sang Kevin's bathroom. That's
Where?
where it's held. Kevin and Lisa's bedroom. That's where it's held.
Kevin and Lisa's bedroom? Okay. Where is it at? Is it actually in a medicine cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it on the first shelf, the second shelf, the third shelf? Do you recall?
I believe that there's only 2 shelves.
Okay.
And it's on the bottom.
On the bottom shelf?
So you went in her bed. Is her bathroom in her bedroom?
Mm-hmm. It's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Was Lisa still awake?
I don't know. I just remember going in there, having the bottle, starting to shake it to get the meds, and then I'm gone from there. Thank you.
Okay. Do you remember what the bottle said?
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen?
Wait, there was orange around it.
Okay.
Are you allowed in the bathroom?
To get Advil or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I call it Advil. It's always every question. Other than that, no. Not unless they're there or, we're told to.
So what did Lisa say to you then when she saw you in there?
Don't know.
You don't
I don't
know.
know if
You
they
didn't
told.
hear us?
No. I don't remember anything at that point on.
What do you remember?
Everything except
Were you taking any illegal narcotics yesterday?
no. No, do drugs.
You don't do drugs? When was the last time you did drugs?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago? Okay. You have not had any illegal drugs since then?
The detectives questioned Sabrina about possible drug use, both to assess its potential connection to the crime and to determine whether it might influence the reliability of her answers.
Okay. You were at home all night yesterday? Okay. After you ate dinner, did you have this opportunity to say goodbye to Kevin?
I was at the computer desk.
You were at the computer
I
desk?
don't know. I went to the living room also because I was printing my bracelet. I mean, I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, and I was in the office. Excuse me. I mean,
You lying.
I believe so, yeah. He just said bye because he always says bye to everybody.
Okay.
Then we either say bye to Bella, Billy kisses him. Well,
Okay. You had an argument or anything with Lisa last night?
no,
No?
everything was fine. From
Everything's
what I
fine?
know.
Okay.
Bro, the whole time they
Have
setting her
you
up with
had
these
these
questions.
type of issues in the past where you just don't remember things?
I'm not positive. I mean, I know I was in my other group homes. When I was in a fight with other people, I blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it.
Have you ever been checked?
What do you mean, the
Like, have you,
psychiatrist?
medically? Yeah.
Yeah, I go to a psychiatrist.
Okay. And you take,
Vyvanse full once a day.
okay. And what are those meds for?
The Vyvanse is for ADHD, and
Okay.
Oxygen is for mood stabilizer, slash anxiety.
So it kind of stabilizes your moods? Okay.
In a later interview, Sabrina disclosed
look,
that she'd
man, we
been
finna,
diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 4 and also struggled with oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD, anxiety,
We'll skip up a
depression,
little bit, man.
Learn about small things, because it's already stressing her out. Because of her job, and Haley, and Megan.
Initially, Sabrina and Lisa shared a close bond, but that changed when Sabrina began to feel that Lisa favored her daughters over her. This belief is thought to have been instilled by Kevin, with whom Sabrina grew closer as her relationship with Lisa deteriorated.
How about with Lisa? How you dealing with her?
Me and Lisa have never been the best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never tried to hurt her, never had any thoughts of hurting her. Yeah, it's been emotional and mental abuse from her to me.
Mm-hmm.
She put her hands on me, not fighting, but restraining me because I wouldn't give an iPod to her. And I don't know. I don't know. She never seemed to like me, and she's been wanting me out of the house.
By addressing the obvious issue directly, the detectives hope it would help jog her memory and get her into revealing more details.
What's your thoughts on how Lisa is not alive now?
What?
What is your thoughts on that she is not alive? Maybe you didn't understand. That's what we're talking to you about.
Say that to me.
Mm-hmm. She said that.
You should have told me I did it.
You know you did it. Stop playing like that.
But most of that blood was probably hers.
That's why we need you to concentrate and think about what happened.
Sabrina pretends to be unaware of Lisa's death, but the detectives remain unmoved. Lisa endured the onslaught, suffering 178 stab wounds. Her injuries ranged from numerous defensive wounds on her hands and arms to devastating wounds where the knife was twisted with such force that it severed an artery and even cut through bone. The sheer viciousness of the attack also resulted in the blade itself getting bent. How could Sabrina possibly expect Lisa to survive such an attack?
Right.
There were nearly 180 different types of stab wounds, defensive wounds. I mean, she wounds that were called complex because they were, the knife was jabbed in there and twisted.
You and Lisa had a struggle with a knife. Lisa was stabbed multiple times.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Although Sabrina has agreed to answer questions, there's a high likelihood that the detectives will struggle to extract any valuable information from her.
Nobody else is hurt.
Nobody else was hurt. Thank goodness.
Has there been maybe an argument between you and Lisa? Maybe it had something to do with your iPad or anything like that?
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago?
And yeah, the cops were called on.
Okay. Did you get your iPad back?
Yeah.
iPod, whatever it is. You got it back? Where should it be at the house?
My book bag.
In your book bag? Okay.
My pocket. Mesh pocket.
Okay.
Right side.
Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes.
You do? Were you on Facebook last night?
Yes.
Talking to anybody?
Yes, but not much.
Not much? Were you instant messaging anybody?
Yes.
Who?
This kid named Bobby.
What's Bobby's last name?
I don't know.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
Skating.
From skating?
United States.
You go to school with him?
No.
No? How old is he?
15 or 16.
Okay, so a little younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm usually just helping him. He has mental instability.
Okay. Have you ever thought about homicidal or suicide thoughts?
No. I mean, a long time ago. I've been stable for so long. I've never had any doubts like that.
The detective shifts focus again, inquiring about the iPad and her friend, topics that Sabrina seems to recall without trouble, as opposed to her apparent lapse in memory regarding the crime itself.
Right.
Where do you think you got the knife from?
I don't believe I got the knife.
That's crazy.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
Now we're gonna skip up a little bit.
When we came to the house, you had the knife in your hand.
Are you sure it wasn't something?
Are you sure it wasn't something for this?
You ever sleepwalk before?
Yeah.
The video not as good as I thought it was straight gonna be, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What happened then?
I was there bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. Come back and it laid me down.
My bad, child.
I mean, this is what happened, but you honestly do not remember?
You know where the knives are in your house?
Yes, but that's only because I either use them to cook or I put away the dishwasher.
Did Carl go in the kitchen last night and grab a knife?
No.
Skip that.
Shocking twist.
When I started to think that there was more to the incident than just a foster child that stabbed her foster mother was when I went to the wake. When I went to the wake in the service that had an outpouring of support and a lot of tears and sadness by coworkers and that, there seemed to be one person there that didn't seem to have much tears or sadness about it, and that was Kevin.
As Sabrina faced the difficult journey toward prison, few paid attention to the man with the alibi, her foster father, Kevin. In the aftermath of Lisa's death, Kevin displayed a chilling indifference, using the life insurance payout to fund a lavish lifestyle. He paid off his home, bought new cars, purchased a house in Florida, and even took flying lessons.
What?
For someone who had lost his wife in such a gruesome way, Kevin seemed to be living large and remained strikingly unremorseful. The detectives, suspecting a connection between Kevin and the murder, brought him in for questioning. When he arrived, accompanied by his lawyer, the detectives informed him that they would question him about his wife's work.
Kevin, do you know anything that was happening at the house the night before you left for work that night?
Well, hang on a second. We just talking about his wife's work. What's going on at the house tonight before it's not his wife's work.
Okay. Where does your wife work at?
County children things.
What does she do there?
She was a social worker for the children's sections.
Were you and Lisa in the process of going through a divorce?
No matter how hard the detectives tried to steer the questioning toward the murder, Kevin's lawyer repeatedly intervened to stop them. Even with the most basic inquiries, the lawyer blocked their progress at every turn. However, Sabrina eventually cooperated with investigators, leading to Kevin's indictment nearly 6 months after the murder in August 2013. She agreed to speak with a prosecutor through a process known as a proffer, where Sabrina would openly confess the motive behind the murder.
All right,
This was the first step before entering a plea agreement.
Hey,
It was revealed that Kevin had masterminded the crime, and there were over 1,500 messages exchanged between him and Sabrina, many of which were disturbingly sexual.
Was Kevin Knaefel my foster father? It was Kevin's idea, and it was talked about after we were having relations, and him and Lisa were having problems in marriage. He wanted to get a divorce, but Haley, which is a 3-year-old daughter of his and her, was in the picture, and he wanted full custody. She would get custody, or it would be shared, and he didn't want that happening. So the alternative was for this to happen.
When was it, after you started to live there on a daily basis, that your relationship with Kevin changed? When did this major start to change?
It all started not with, but with massages, because he was a truck driver and his legs would cramp, so it was inner thigh. Then it progressively got into.
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
All the time.
Sick, man.
Did he say what would happen if you told?
Then you'd be taken out of my care and I could lose my foster parent license.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that.
Okay.
Tell on him.
Sabrina asserts that Kevin began a relationship with her when she was 17 and quickly progressed to where they were together whenever Lisa and her daughter were away from home.
What was his relationship to you?
It was when a foster father when needed to be, and when a lover when not being a foster father.
Sabrina admits that Kevin started discussing plans to have his wife killed and revealed that he had $785,000 in life insurance policies on Lisa.
What?
Can you describe for us or give us an idea of exactly the statements that Mr. Knaefel made to you about his wife being gone?
She would be worth more dead than alive.
Did you engage in any other activity with the defendant about that topic at that time?
Yes.
And what happened?
About how to kill her.
Why did you do that?
Because I was doing what I was told to do.
All right, and who told you to do that?
Kevin.
And why did you keep doing that?
Because I knew I was already going to jail.
In August 2014, Sabrina pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years in 2042.
Honestly, I believe Sabrina
We
was a victim over and over again.
This is a situation where both of the victims suffered serious physical, psychological harm. The offender's relationship with both victims facilitated the offense with reference to the murder. In this case, Mr. Knaefel acted as part of an organized criminal activity. I concur that I've seen no remorse at any point during this proceeding.
Lock him up.
Either before the trial, during the trial, or up to today. As such, as pointed out, there has been no prior record of the defendant. He has no convictions. He's lived a law-abiding life. In this case, there is mandatory prison time that must be imposed due to the offenses that have been committed and due to the verdict that has been returned. As such, it is the order of this court that Kevin Knaefel is sentenced to Lorraine Correctional Institution.
On June 11th, 2014, Kevin was found guilty on all 11 charges: 6 counts of battery, 3 counts of complicity to commit aggravated murder, and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit aggravated murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years.
He got the same.
This is 8 years after the initial incident, and I believe I have a different perspective now. I'm not a monster. I'm an individual who made a mistake that affected a lot of lives. We're the picture perfect family on the outside, but on the inside, it was completely different. I was in a very delicate state. I was in love with this man, what I thought was love. I was convinced that I was going to lose everything that I've ever dreamed of if this didn't happen.
The foster system holds the potential to offer children safety and love, yet its imperfections often create pathways to tragedy.
Yeah, man. That video was not as good as I thought it would be. My apologies. But it was still crazy at the end, man. It took a twist. I thought that, I didn't even know it was going to be a foster daughter at first. I thought it was the real daughter. It just took a turn for the worse. And that's crazy, man. But, hey, let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Drop a like, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button if you ain't already, gang. We out, bro. I'll be back.